How can you be of one blood type, right? When there is evidence to show, in just genetics alone, that there are unknown species or cultural DNA that they call so-called junk DNA, right? That they cannot identify beyond the human spectrum. So if it is beyond the human spectrum, that means that you are connected to ancestors that is not even human, meaning that your blood type extends beyond this earth. So when we look at our blood type, the blood type is just something to identify a physical remnant of who you are. But let's look at the blood type spiritually. Let's look at the remnant of the unseen, because you exist somewhere else unseen. And the unseen part of you that is somewhere else is operating through you here that is being seen by other eyes. There is a science on another planet that is far beyond the science on this one. We don't know nothing here. Their little petty microscopes can't see what an atom is. They don't even know what an atom is. They don't even know what consciousness is. They're still studying what consciousness is. Because they only became conscious on a higher level. Them, they, not us. They only became conscious on another level just a few hundred years ago. We've been on all conscious spectrums for trillions of years. Anthropologists have proven this. Archaeologists have proven this. Carbon dating has proven this. The soil communicates like we communicate because we are in that soil. Our soul vibrates from the soil. We still have ancestors speaking out from the soil from millions of years ago. But we don't want to plant ourselves into the soil to hear that voice because we don't know how to hear that voice because we're so busy listening with these ears. And not with these ears. Now we have another system that is now attaching on to the central nervous system. When I say central nervous system, for people who don't know, that means the system that is in the center of you, from your brain all the way down through your spine. And your vertebrae is the keys, right, which operates you to be able to perceive on a level of physical elasticity, meaning being able to bend your light. Because you are condensed light, so you can bend your light. You can broaden your life. You can change your life, all because of your central nervous system. But because the brain, something in our brain is turning us on in this physical dimension, those emotions run up and down our spine. It's running crazy because of the foods that we eat, because of the conversations that we have, and because of the way that we think. Our spine is not aligned. And when your spine is not aligned, right, that means that you are not aligned with the earth. And when you are not aligned with the earth, that means that you are blind on all levels of being able to get the intelligence that is coming from the earth, from the trees, from the plants, from the stars, from the celestial bodies, your mothers and fathers, the many yous that exist in the many stars. This ain't just you. This is only a fragment of you. Are you above something that's still in tune with nature? Why is it that animals that are carnivorous, or what we call carnivores, right? How is it that they can eat meat and they don't get high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, and strokes, heart attacks, and things of that nature? But when we eat the same thing that they eat and it's cooked, it ain't even raw, we still get high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, stroke, and we become obese. This is because we are not carnivores. Meaning that our blood type, right? Speaking of so-called black people, I'm going to get to the European in a minute. But speaking on behalf of so-called black people, you have to understand that our stomach acids is different from the European stomach acid. Uh-oh, here y'all go. Y'all going to say, how can you prove that? If you take a piece of meat, even if you don't cook it, right? Europeans, and they digest that flesh, the enzymes in that meat will correlate better, right, with their antigens, meaning that their cellular structure actually communicates better with the enzymes in meat than our cellular structure. The reason why is because we have melanin neurotransmitters. And the neurotransmitters in our melanin can only cater to natural substance, which is identical to what we see in soil, which we call dark matter. The soil in dark matter is alive. And this is why when the sun hit it, and by way of photosynthesis, whatever is planted in that soil, it evolves to become something that is full of condensed light and energy. It has a high spectrum of energy inside of that body. And this is why we have condensed energy inside of our body. Under our heart, we have a lymph or a womb, right? That is condensed light. And when we meditate to a certain point, that light starts to shoot through the arteries. It first hit the ventricle in the heart, then it shoots through the arteries of the body. Then it goes down into the stomach. And when it hits the stomach, it unlocks an intelligence that when it pinpoints certain illnesses or viruses, right? Low vibrational frequencies, it breaks it up. It breaks it up. And what happens to that low vibrational frequency of illnesses? It leaves your body in the form of sound. So the cells on the surface of your body, the nucleus disperses it into the air. We naturally can filtrate illnesses from our body.